Hello guys, welcome to Alchemized. They call me Alchemy, and in this video I'll show you how to make your own live oil of Ormus, or live balm, whatever that's pronounced. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos over the years researching Ormus, and I haven't seen a lot of videos explaining the live oil method, and it's a really easy method. It's superior in some ways of the hydroxide and other methods. It's easier to put on the skin, you can consume it, you can use it for cooking, but it's just an easy way to make your Ormus dissolved in oil, or let's say it precipitates in the oil, and you can use any oil. You can use olive oil, hemp seed oil, cold pressed. It's kind of, I think, the best. But you can use coconut oil, even though coconut oil solidifies under 20 something degrees, so you have to keep it incubated. And a lot of people have reported good benefits from this, especially for hair growth and skin and scars. And it's really easy to make. I'm not gonna do it again. I just did it in my Spanish video, and it's really easy. What you do is put 1/3 salt and the rest you put of oil, and fill it up with the oil you're gonna use, and you start shaking it, and you shake it every day for a week or two, and you're gonna see that the salts, the Ormus precipitates in the salts. It's already has started precipitating here. Let me see, it was pink salts and now it's a white precipitate on the top. I'm gonna leave it here for a while, so it settles down so you can see it better. And you can use hemp seed oil, coconut oil, even regular oil, but the better the quality of the oil is, I think the stronger the effects of it too, because they combine together, they create some kind of an alchemical marriage, even though it's not literally an alchemical marriage, but and the soul of the plant affects the Ormus. And Ormus needs to be directed. It doesn't have to, it just needs to be directed, and that's why a lot of people, when they take it, then they don't feel anything. Not only because of sensitivity, because I've seen that a lot of people, even taking high doses, say they don't feel anything, but they just don't focus on what's happening inside them sometimes too. But it needs to be directed and programmed, and don't do it unconsciously when you drink it. Just prepare yourself before you take it, and that way you're gonna direct the Ormus so it can do your bidding. It is conscious, and it does respond to consciousness and conscious direction. And I wanted to make a longer video about this. It seems I had more material in Spanish than in English, especially for scars and hair problems, skin issues. The live oil method is superior just because it absorbs through the skin better, but you can do the same with your precipitate. From hydroxide, you wash it well and you can filter it so it becomes a gel, and then you add some oil to it, and it absorbs through the skin. The best thing I've seen, if you have a powder form, even if it's in liquid form, it's to dissolve your dose in fresh lemon juice, and that way the absorption is higher, because sometimes really alkaline minerals are difficult to dissolve in our pH of our stomach, which is a pH of 4. That proves as well that we're not carnivores. All carnivores have a pH of 1 and a really short digestive tract, and they don't get atherosclerosis, which is clogged arteries. There's no carnivore that gets that. We only get that. Why? Because we're not carnivores. Anyway, I'm gonna show in future videos how I purify Ormus, I've seen videos of people doing it, but I don't see good results from their videos, because if you do it correctly, you would see a difference in color and texture of the precipitate. It's done by redissolving your precipitate and then a really well washed precipitate, and then you redissolve it in hydrochloric acid and then slowly raise the pH up with a diluted sodium hydroxide solution, and you see that it separates this yellowish precipitate that when dried is white, and that happened to me with the Dead Sea salts. There's people that have done this. If you do it right, you're doing kind of like a surgeon's job. Each pH has different minerals that precipitate in that pH range. So basically you're like using a scalpel to extract and cut specific minerals from your precipitate. And then you slowly raise the pH to 8.5, 8.7, stirring slowly. It's best done really slowly. It could take you hours or days depending on how much you're doing. And that way you separate the magnesium from the Ormus elements, and you're gonna have a really, really potent Ormus. If you dissolve that powder in lemon, I used to put it on my face and I never felt quite a sensation like that, because it starts tingling and you start really feeling the Ormus on your skin. And you can dissolve your doses in lemon and ingest them too. It's better absorption. I recommend consuming Ormus between meals, not before or after, but between, so it doesn't interfere with any other elements, certain elements. I don't recommend using MMS or taking other things together with the Ormus, like sulfur compounds or carbon compounds, because they tend to pin the Ormus in its metallic state. Well, colloidal gold is not bad for you, but maybe if you're using other salts, metallic, I don't know, some metallic forms of those elements are toxic, so you should be careful with that. In future videos, I'm going to show you how this is done. I will show you as well the acid leach method, the Hudson method, which has nothing to do with David Hudson. It's just a guy that has a surname Hudson as well, John Hudson, I think. And it's a way of extracting Ormus from any powdered mineral, almost like clay, sand. Well, not really silica sand, because it doesn't dissolve in hydrochloric acid, it dissolves in higher pH. But you can extract it from quartz crystals by doing a sodium bath, and you put all the crystals inside there and heat up the sodium hydroxide, and after some days the silica dissolves. You should use plastic for that, because it will dissolve your container as well. That's why I don't recommend using glass for making Ormus with lye, because the lye tends to dissolve the silica and you end up with silica in your precipitate, which is easily filtered, is really easily extracted from your original precipitate, because a silica tends to precipitate at really high pH. Precipitate at really low pH. So if you dissolve everything and it's 0 pH and you still see something cloudy there, that's silica. So I recommend that you use always high density polyethylene, HDPE. I think it's the number 2 of all the plastics, and you'll have no problem. Let's see if this kind of separated. As you can see, this looks like a precipitate to me. There's some salts on the bottom still, and some pink stuff, which is the metal oxide, iron oxide. That's what makes the Himalayan salts pink. And I just did this today, and it's already kind of creating this precipitate. And before you use it, shake it every day for a couple of weeks, and you'll get the best results. This is done in a small flask for demonstration purposes, but you can do this in larger scales, tons, gallons, whatever you feel like. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Remember to give a thumbs up if you liked it, and a thumbs down if you like pickle juice. I really do like pickle juice, so give it a thumbs down. I don't know. No, not give it a thumbs down for pickle juice. Just write a comment if you like pickle juice. Yeah. In the next video, we'll show you how to make your own fusion reactor and particle accelerator with some straws, and it's really easy. Just basic stuff. You just need some straws and aluminum foil and some LED lights, and it's so easy.